Hi everybody, Leftie here. I'm coming back at you today with the Painscreek killing. So last time we left off, we explored a little bit of the hospital. The power went off. I know how to get it back on. I just hate taking the path to do it. The path to get it back on is through the sewers. So we found the codes to the security room at the mansion. So we're actually going to go do that first. I do remember that I said that. So let's go do that. And here we are, right in front of the security room. Just like I said, we're going to go ahead and unlock this thing. I have to look at my camera, I believe, to find the numbers I need. 025241. 025241. Okay, good, because my memory is not very good, so I'm actually surprised I got that the first time around. Alright, anything over here? Pick up that security desk log. March 18th, someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run to the backyard and jumped over the back wall. Boy, he must be, like, practicing for the Olympics or something. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over existing ones. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28th of 75. It seems the tape was never found. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor to get him up to speed. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived around 11:15 p.m. and brought Andrew home. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started work at the mansion. He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress. Oh, fun! Similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, all the maids said they were working that evening. Well, that explains this passage and the weird lady I saw outside. Well, that's a connection I never got the last time. Okay, nothing going on with the phones. Can I watch a tape? Anything to watch? Nah, nothing to watch just yet. At least I don't think so. Stuff to read. Bernard Hopkins, Butler, there's his address, 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. 43 Silver Lake Boulevard was Derek's house. Wanda's house was also 43. Oh, very pretty. And she was the one who was hospitalized for cancer. We already visited his house, hardworking and trusted by Vivian Roberts. I wonder why. Dorothy was the one. No, she wasn't. It was the other girl, right? Yeah, Wanda was the one in the hospital. Dorothy is just the one whose house I knew about, but I don't have a key for. Mary Martinez still waiting for her photo. Oh my gosh, pronounce it. Photo. 10 Town Center Drive. So, now I have addresses and stuff for peeps. It says the contents were recorded, so I'm just gonna check real quick. Then that's the logbook. There it is. Alright, so I do have it. Cool. And now I get some keys. I got the key to the tea room. And a key to Trisha's room, which I actually know where that is. And a key to the nanny's room, which I also remember where that is. I don't have to look at my map for that. The nanny's room is right here. Is this the nanny's room? Oh, they're not labeled now. Yeah, okay, that was it. So here's the nanny's room. Look at this nanny's room. She's nannying it all up in here. Being a good old nanny. Just making sure there's nobody creepy outside waiting to bite me in the butt. Seems to be a thing that bad guys like to do with me for some odd reason. My butt's not even that tasty looking. But they always want to nibble on it. Dear Charles, I have worked here for more than 20 years, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunity you gave me and the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me. She loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself. Sincerely, Dorothy. Alright. So she left. More information. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Daniel was here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott had been there almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Oh my gosh, talk. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Oh, I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. Can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending the money these last few years. She has been considering to return to Painscreek so they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them. So obviously Scott found some information. Andrew is aware of some information, I'm assuming. Photo of Dorothy and Trisha years ago. Look at them, so cute. Alright, what's going on? Was there anything in this drawer? I don't think so. There was another diary over here. There's so many diaries around this place. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's a quick learner, too, and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia, as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think that Matthew liked her. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents." She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. 'Cause she was adopted. An adopted girl. Or at least was living in an orphanage. Any stuff? Any stuff? Any more stuff I need to know? And I don't think I've ever found anything in a bathroom, but I always look. I've said that 80 bajillion times, guys. But I just keep having to tell you guys. Wow, I'm so crazy about what I do. Boy, that chandelier scared me for some reason. Oh, and over here is the tea room. I think this was the tea room key? No, this was the tea room key. Dang it. No, it wasn't. It was this one. There it is. Alright, I was right the first time. Well, if I was right the first time, I wouldn't have opened. Oh, you're right. I'm not a smart woman. Alright, nothing over there. What the? I just teleported across the room! I'm magical, I knew it! Someone send me a Hogwarts letter. Investigation on Painscreek Community Hospital donation funds. Dear Miss Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending a portion amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every 5th of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. Ouch. Ouch! Well, that's no fun. There's a bunch of hate mail stored in here. How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? You costed me my job, you heartless witch. You don't deserve to live. Well, I did, and then I died, so there's that, you know. Everything worked out, I guess, for the best. Can I steal this pen? No? Alright. No pen for me. Okay, Vivian Roberts' diary. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards, and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise, and I was so happy I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I cannot remember the last time I felt this carefree. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet, not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. Edwards called today and tried to push me in favor of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that'll happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. Wow, she had a lot of backbone. We'll see how long that lasts. A key with an exquisite design. I'm sure I'll figure out where it goes. I'm sure I will, knowing me. Place an item there. Maybe the key with the exquisite design. I didn't think so. There is another key that goes there, though. The clock is important, I'm sure. Yeah, it's important. I do know that. The clock is important, everybody, just so you know. Future, we'll be coming back to see that clock. But right now, we're not going to, because we don't really have the thing we need for that. Just checking to make sure there's no one creepy out back. Now we're gonna go into Trisha's room. And check out her place. Oh, look at this crib. It's so nice. It's the best crib ever. No one used to pimp it. It's the best. Alright, what's this say? Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Alright, so she was in the hospital, so we gotta go check out her bed in there. I meant to actually check that before we left, but oops. Oopsie doopsie. Scott's a strange kid, very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. Just love kids. I wonder why he wasn't wanted. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like Mom. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. Study room code 44871. Alright, let's just click that into our picture and take off from there. Oh, there's a key. A cabin key. Ah, there's the key to the cabin. Maybe this one is the one that I need this key for. Nope, okay. There's a key to this and a key to the clock, and I don't have one for either. I bet you that key's to another room in this house. It's probably to Trisha's room, if I think about it. So, not Trisha's. Ah, Vivian's room. The mom's room. The one who died. The one whose murder we're investigating. That lady. Alright, so nothing else in here. Nothing over there. Her room is downstairs in this direction. Around and nope, too soon. Too soon. There we go. This would be where it is. So I'm gonna check to see if that was the key for this room, because I'm not 100%. But we're gonna try it. Yep, that was it. That was the key to the bedroom. Look at that. Lovely room. Beautiful. Huge, gigantic. I love how they live on one side of the house at the very bottom. Way opposite of anywhere near their kid. But I guess if I was rich and had a lot of house, that's what I would do. All my kids on this side. Me and my husband on this side. All the staff can take care of you on that side, and we will see you whenever we see you. Ah, the missing hotel room key. So now we can actually get into that room that the private investigator was staying in and check that out. Before I read that, there's the music box key, or the clock key, one of the two. I don't read it. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and is a burden to him. What he hasn't realized is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months, that his drunk behavior is irritating, and that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner. He should be up to speed in no time. Charles is the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times, and Charles always seems happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time at his hunting cabin than he does at home. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. Those hallucinations of his is getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I'll need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott. From now on, I'll try and see who he talks to, who he asks. I called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising event. When he asked what the funds will be used for, I told him it'll be used to raise awareness of Painscreek, to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When he asked how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution for this town. The deal with Howard Medical came through, just as I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I feel empty. And am I getting numb from work, or is that I don't care anymore? Or is it that? Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Tricia was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I can feel it. She used to confide in me about everything. Now, we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? I don't want Tricia to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in this world, why would Tricia pick him? This is unacceptable. Well, you guys posit what you think's going on, and I'll let you guys know as we go if you're right or not, because I'm actually starting to remember a lot more about what happened that I had honestly forgotten. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to wait till we get to the big reveal, as always. Alright, so now we got the music box key or the clock key. One of the two. We're going to figure that one out. Let's go do that now. Alright, so it works for the clock. Nothing happened. Because I have to have it at a certain time. What was the time? Hold on. Gotta back out of here. Look at the photo. Which one talked about a clock? 3:20. 3:20 on the dot. Alright. It's definitely not 3:20. Whoa, back it up a bit. Almost there. Wait, did I go past it? Is that 2:20? That's more 2:20 than 3:20. Boy, I'm not smart. Okay, now, okay, well that didn't seem to work. It said 3:20. That's what I'm on, right? 5, 10, 15, 12. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. That's 20. Oh my gosh, I'm not a smart cookie. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate her for leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy, after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Oh, okay. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. So, as you can see, Charles had an affair and had a baby with, I think they mentioned her. Yeah, Sophia. So, in order for that to get better, can I not take that key now? Do I have to find another key for the music box? Well, shucks. Alright, well, I guess I gotta do that now. But anyway, so now we know that Vivian killed Magdalene, who is her mother-in-law, Charles's mom. The fancy grave that we got to go have a dance party on the other day. That one. Looks like there's blood here. Oh no. Is this person still standing back here? Because I'll be really unhappy if they are. Okay, good, they're gone. So now they're gonna go haunt me somewhere else. Oh, but now I just feel worse. Why was I okay with this? I just want to check. This key. Hunting lodges or cabins. I'm assuming this goes to the cabin or whatever. The cabin that we need to go to. Which I still remember where that one is. Oh yeah, there's a room in here. There's a map of the house. Yeah, but there's a room in there that I can't get to just yet. So give me 1 second, guys. We'll be right back. I'm going to head over to the hotel and we're going to get into the inspector's room. Or inspector's room. Yeah, he's the inspector now. The private investigator's room. Alright, be right back. Alright, here we are in front of the investigator's room. And we're going to go ahead and jump right on in here. So, again, anything in the bathroom? Nope, nothing in the bathroom. Just gotta maybe see if anything pops out and it's like, new evidence. You've never seen this before. So we're gonna go over here to the nightstand real quick just to make sure. Nope, we don't need the Holy Bible. Not in this game, we don't. We're already doomed. Pictures. Question mark? Who is this lovely lady? Painscreek Community Hospital. I haven't seen her do that. I saw those pictures. I was like, oh, someone's telling this guy. The code is Calvin's date of birth. Calvin's date of birth. Calvin's date of birth. We're going to take a photograph of the photograph just so we has it. And where can I find the key? Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I know where that is. I don't know where the key is, but I know where that is. So Steve Moss, Bernard Hopkins, 31 Silver Creek Boulevard. Father died in a mine accident. He was at the home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Interview with Dorothy. Interview with Mary tomorrow at Moon Cafe. Meeting with Sheriff at the outpost. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hide in there. Well, now I gotta find it. I remember having a horrible time trying to find it the first time. Okay, it's locked. So just making sure there's nothing I'm missing. Yeah, so now we're gonna go downstairs. And we're gonna go try and find this hidden panel. And I had a nightmare of a time finding it the last time I played. But I do know that it's over here. Nope, that's not it. I know, I kept thinking it was somewhere over there. It's not. It's over here. Where Ah, there it is. Ah, got it. Woo! That was a lot shorter than it was the first time I played. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's tragic that Vivian's murder case was never solved. Should be it's a tragedy or it's tragic, but not both. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon, as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son. So yeah, Matthew is the preacher. He had a thing for Sophia. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused? Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I knew anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Of course it did! Of course it did. Hi, Mr. Rabbit. You want to come with me? I wish I could take you. I love bunny rabbits. Oh, stuffed bunny rabbits are so cute. Real bunny rabbits are super soft, but they're smelly. Oh, I like the bunny rabbit. Well, now that I'm stuck on the bunny rabbit.
Hi.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a message.
I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm currently out of town for a few days.
I'm assuming so.
I didn't get the chance to return it yet.
Oh, where are they?
In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab.
Ah.
Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Ask Mrs. Patterson for your spare key. Well, I wonder where Miss Patterson lives. I don't think she's on my list of people's houses. So, alright, we're gonna go check out a couple of the residents real quick. Oh, there's another car over here. How did I not notice this? Well, let's shimmy it open. Anything in here? Another glove box with blood on it. Boy, this person got around with the glove box glove. The blood glove box glove. I don't know. We're gonna go with that. The glove box glove. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. Nope, not that way. I am not a smart cookie. We're actually gonna go up here. And through here? Yeah, through here, I think. This will lead us to some more houses that we're gonna want to stop by. There's 31, which we don't have the key to. And that was for Bernard. And then 43 for Derek. Should be on the same street. Right, it's none of the ones up there. 39? 43... No, 43 is what I'm looking for. Alright, I think I know where it is. It's up here. It should be in a little concave area. Like this! There it is! Hi, 43. And you're still locked, too. I bet I could find the keys if I knew where to look and find them. And then the other place is... Nope, wrong button. 10 Town Center Drive. So, let me go try that real quick. So, make my way through here. That's 4. I think this is the town center areas. Here it is, 10 Town Center Drive. And it's locked too. So all these places are locked. So what we're gonna do now, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it right now. And we're gonna come back to this next time. And the next time we come back to this, we're actually going to go into the sewers, which I hate having to do. But we're going to go into the sewers, turn on the lights back on into the hospital, head up and check out Trisha's room and see if there was any keys or more information there. Check out a few more rooms in the hospital before we go into Dr. Henry Johnson's office. My gosh. And then see where everything leads us from there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will check you guys later. Bye!